My name is Arvand Dashtarai. I'm coming from Tehran, Iran, and I have the film in the New Current section in the festival. The name of my film is The Absent Director, which have been shooted in one single shot. You know, we had some couple of ideas and the storylines that we wanted to tell at the beginning, and I, because of the sake of the storytelling and the narrative that we had, while we were writing the film, we understood that the only way that we can make this film to have its most impact is to make it in one take. And it was such a hard decision because you should have done it in a single architect, one single space, and at the same time with 11 different actors and characters. So telling all of those people the stories and also keep to the narrative, and we had so many back and forwards in the film. It was such a hard decision, and you need to do so many technical, and also everything should have been so realistic. You know, we didn't want it to have anything pops up into the movie. And you know, when you're doing one single take, any mistake that you make during the shooting, you have to go back again. And you cannot have so many stage crew inside the filming because there is a limited space. So all of the actors should be at the same time stage assistants, in order to, when the camera goes off them, they had to jump and have a task to change things and also to move things in order that we can make it happen. But it was the only way. We didn't decide to make a single shot at the beginning. The only way of telling the story, I believe, very cinematically, was to make it one shot. You know, of course, there are so many problems when you are having a festival in the situation of so many protocols and so many limitations. You know, the festival, I can understand already that there are so many things that could have happened and now cannot be happened. But at the same time, the decision that the festival made to have some guests and also make it happen, it means that the good thing is now the show always must go on. The Busan Festival have been doing a lot all of these years in order to have found its brand and also its identity, and I think it's a very important festival now in Asia in order to support the filmmakers. So it should not let anything to make it coming down or anything loses its value. So I think it's a brave decision, but there are so many things lacking in the festival, of course. But I think everybody has the mutual understanding that it's hard to make it happen. And when you decide to make it happen, then you have to just cope with all of the things that are not in the process of experiencing a festival. But in general, I believe the main mission, which is introducing and supporting the first independent filmmakers, it's such a valuable journey and also agenda in the Asian filmmaking, because you know, when you decide to be independent in cinema and when you decide to make films that are not in the body of the cinema, then you need these kind of supports in order to have more courage and hope to make what you want to make your messages, to make your ideas, which is vanishing these days because you know the whole system of money talks is eating the whole mechanism of experimental and also independent cinema. Every day it's getting shorter and shorter. Also after COVID, I think it was more necessary to have the directors here and also have the festival here, and in order to support them, that make them be seen. And I think it's a very valuable moment to choose to have the festival and also to support people, because after COVID, so many artists have got so disappointed and so without any hope that how we can survive. Most of the directors are making series now, not making films, and cinema itself also is in danger. And in Asia, it's more in danger because making independent films are always with so many threats. So I'm so grateful about the Busan Festival and what it's doing. We have suffered a lot. It was such a team effort to make this film. The whole team, the writer, DOP, they all gathered for belief, not for money. There was no money involved in this project. And when we delivered this to the audience, it was very, very great experience for me, because it was the first time that I experienced it with audience, the film, and also the Korean audience. When I was thinking, oh, we have so many dialogues, and also we have a lot of characters, maybe they cannot connect. But when I sat in the Q&A and they started to ask questions, I was so surprised that how deeply they could connect with the film and also the storyline and how they could follow. And the detailed questions that they asked made me so excited at the same time that, wow, I understood that in Korea you have a great audience that's very professional cinema observers, I think, and also it was a success for myself that I could also communicate with a foreigner audience. And when you tell the word story, like when the story is about the humanities, everybody can connect and communicate. And I really would love to show this film to more Korean audiences if I can make the possibilities to have more screening in Korea maybe in future, but let's see how we can do that. And yeah, it was such an honor to be in this festival. I wish I could be here with my whole team, with the actors and the rest of the film and the writer and the producer, but unfortunately it was not possible. So yeah, my film is the absent director, but I'm the only present director of that film here. 감사합니다. Busan International Film Festival.